everyone's always going, where's Mitchell? Where's Mitchell? What's he doing? Because he was always up to something. He'd kick and scream and smack and try to bite me, and in the end, there'd be times where I was like pleading with him. I'd have tears, and in the end, we just really didn't leave the house. We didn't have too many offers to babysit. I did think, because I had lots of people telling me as well, that he could be on the ADHD scale because he was just so hyperactive. I was feeding him one day and I noticed, I thought, oh wow, his tonsils, wow, your tonsils are really big. And I thought, well, maybe this needs further investigation. So I took him to the GP. She referred us to an ear, throat and nose specialist, Dr. Dunlop. She had seen video of him snoring. She thought that perhaps he wasn't getting enough air, perhaps he wasn't getting into a deep enough sleep. So she recommended a sleep study. We saw Dr. Seaton at the sleep clinic and we spent the night there. He let them wire him up and I just laid with him and yeah, he fell asleep and was snoring, but he actually never woke up, like he never cried out. In fact, if he was at home, we would have thought it was a good night. The study showed that he was waking up something like 26 times an hour and that his oxygen level was dropping down to 80% overnight. So he was diagnosed with a moderate sleep apnea and it was recommended that his tonsils and adenoids be removed. By this stage that we were well aware that tonsils and adenoids were linked to sleep apnea and sleep apnea is linked to behaviour. So we thought finally we had an answer to his behaviour problems. To be honest, I wasn't convinced it still would be the answer, but I would say 3 months we started to see a big improvement in his behaviour, and today he really is like a different boy. I can't stop telling people, especially parents with boys who are a little bit difficult. I keep saying to them now, have you had their sleep checked? Because perhaps if Mitchell had been my eldest, I wouldn't have known. You know, that's what I only would have known. But I knew his behaviour wasn't normal, and I'm very glad that we got that diagnosis. It's just changed my life so much. I wake up in the morning and I can't wait to play with him. Just seeing his personality emerge. He's such a loving and caring and a funny little guy. So we really have got a lovely little boy and we're just very, very grateful.